Hello, one and all. It is Wednesday. It is 1 o'clock, and we're going to do some live website reviews. We're going to do fix or rebuild today, but I'm not doing this on my own. As ever, I'm going to be joined by Jess Percival. Jess, welcome to the stream.
Hello. Hi. It's my favorite kind of stream. Dale was laughing because he could see me being like, yeah, in the background because I'm
Best
very
stream in
excited.
the world.
Dale only just got here, so I was ready, prepped, and nervous to do this on my own. But
Why?
he's here.
You're good at this.
I don't know. I just get a little bit nervous. Also, I would like to compliment your lighting today, Dale. You managed to get the blue-yellow split just right, and it looks fab.
I don't know, this side. I don't know, the blurring doesn't really help or not, but yeah, it looks like it's not even on. To be
No,
quite
I don't think so. I
Just turn
noticed
it
it
off.
right away. No, I think it looks good with the
Marginally.
yellow. Helps.
Marginally. My key
balance
light's
things
in
out a
completely the
bit.
wrong place. I need to put some was it
Need
concealer
powder.
or like some powder on, that's
Yeah,
right.
just a bit of
Stops
powder.
into the shine a little bit. Just gonna go get my powder, hang on.
Hey, it's a good thing to have in your kit if you're on camera a lot. Trust me.
Indeed.
Trust me.
Which
very, very helpful.
We do happen to be
We do indeed.
every Wednesday and every Friday at 1 p.m. British Summer Time. So today we're doing Fix or Rebuild, and on Fridays we do our weekly webinars in which we dive deeper into digital marketing subjects like keyword research or how to earn backlinks for your website, how to create content, why you should be using YouTube marketing, and so on. But again, we're diving into websites today. Jess, do you have a website lined up?
I do indeed.
Hello to you, Daniel. Lovely to see you. Where are you watching us from? It'd be great to know. Let's have a look at this website then. So the way this format works is that we show you this website for a few seconds, go from top to bottom, just give you a little look around, and you tell us whether the website needs to be fixed or rebuilt. Okay, so tell us if this website should be fixed or rebuilt. So Jess, take us from top to bottom, would you please?
Indeed. And while I'm doing that, just remember that if you comment in the chat, you're in for a chance to win a copy of our book, How to Get to the Top of Google 2022 edition. So, yeah, I was very prepared today.
In mine.
Yeah, for some reason. But yeah, let's scroll down. Oh, that's it.
Okay,
that's
well.
The whole website.
Hello, Heinrich from Ireland. Lovely to see you. Phil from sunny Tokyo. Phil, I don't suppose a book arrived, did it? That happened to have been dispatched last week.
Very exciting.
Super cool. 20 seconds on the clock. Chat, you have 20 seconds in the wrong order. Still need to fix this, or do we just leave it? I think we ask that question every single time.
We do. I made a new one, but it was a mess, so I've got to redo it.
20 seconds. Tell us, do you think this website should be fixed or rebuilt? Just drop a comment in the chat. Fix or rebuild. Fix or rebuild. Singular word. Fix or rebuild. Boom.
Time is up.
Let me get rid of
Phil
the timer.
said he hasn't seen it yet.
Oh, Phil. That's
the whole
what
website.
I wanted to hear.
The whole website is
I'm sure if Phil's talking about the website or if Phil is talking about the book, which I 100% dispatched the other day. But Phil is saying that this website should be rebuilt. Juan is also saying rebuild as well. So Phil with a rebuild. We have Juan with a rebuild as well. Jess, in your professional opinion, which is it? Fix or rebuild?
It's looking like a rebuild just because there's not much happening. And I don't know if the template was built so that you can only have this tiny amount of website, then it is most certainly going to be a rebuild. Because this website, I know that you've got the logo in the top corner, but on first glances at this website, as Heinrich has said, what is this for? Is it a holiday website? Is it a mountaineering website? It could be anything. Is it selling accommodation in these beautiful places? It could be absolutely anything. And that's the main thing that we always encounter every single fix or rebuild stream is websites where you do not know what the website actually sells. So we can look up at the top right and see there's galleries, print buying guide, prints for sale. Awesome. So maybe we can start to glean from it that this might be a photography website or even just buying photography prints, and maybe not somebody actually selling photography services. But we're having to do quite a lot of mental maths on this first landing page to really understand what this website is. Do you offer photography? Am I going to have to hunt around to see if you offer photography, or do you just offer prints? Where are you based? What services do you provide? There's so many different things that you could portray on this website. And I know the point here is I took this fantastic photo and I want to share it with the world. This is how good my work is. Okay, cool. That's about all we're getting from here. I can see Dale messing about with his lighting in the background. I've got really nice lights, but they don't show up because it's too sunny here, tragically.
Being completely disrespected by the battery of this.
You are, unfortunately.
I don't know if it's dead or switching off or what.
But yeah, so this would indeed be a rebuild for me straight away. Anything you want to add, Dale?
I don't know what this website is about. And just generally don't know what this website is about. So anybody watching the streams knows that you got about 3 seconds, 5 seconds max for people to form an opinion about what your website is about, what it's offering. From here, I don't know. If I just took away the main menu, took away the logo, I wouldn't know. And you're not pitching me anything either.
Yes.
Like, sell something to me. That's not what's happening.
No.
So
there's no next step to people that are arriving on this website. There's no... Like I said, there's no idea what you're getting. Nothing. Dale, I can still see you messing about with your lights, unfortunately.
This light is just so disrespectful.
I mean, if we go on to the... Okay, so this is the thing that we're getting now. An Edinburgh-based landscape photographer. Put that on your homepage. Put it on your homepage. Because then we know exactly what you're about. You know? Because from the homepage, we're getting absolutely nothing, unfortunately. Dale's just rearranging his entire house. We have some galleries and whatnot. But even then, this page is a little bit of a nightmare too. Give me, a cover image. Give me something. The pets gallery. That sounds amazing. But unfortunately, there's no sort of hints as to what... And this is the thing as well. Are these prints? Are these... other people's pets? Can I buy these pictures and put them in my house? So yeah, unfortunately, it looks
Pets
even harder to understand on mobile. Let me get the mobile version up and I will have a cheeky look and see. Oh, doesn't allow right click on the website. Is there a way that I can check the mobile site without right clicking down?
Yeah, just press F12. That'll take you through to Chrome DevTools, developer tools.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Let's have a look. Boop. So I put it on quite a small little iPhone so that you'll be able to see. Hands if I F12 it. No, that is not what I wanted to do. I was cringing right now at how I just don't know any keyboard shortcuts. I mean, it's not loading, which is a bit sad. No, I thought the error before was because I hadn't refreshed, but unfortunately, it's,
surely not.
Let me see if I can get back to the homepage.
Okay, well, this website clearly completely
is a rebuild.
It needs saving. Next website, if you don't mind, please.
Indeed.
Again, don't forget to hit like if you're watching this over on YouTube. If you're not watching us on YouTube, do pop on over. It's appreciated. We have a brand new channel just for live streams, so you get notified about our weekly Wednesday and Friday live streams. Yeah, that's pretty much it. Get over here.
Oh, hang on. I just want to change this website one sec. I only just realized what they were selling and decided I don't want to include that on the stream.
Fair enough.
Which, I mean, I did a 3-second glance at it earlier and thought they were selling something totally different. So
I wonder if everyone else is going to come up with the same idea. So, chat.
This is a different one, though.
Our little ninja friends, do tell us what your first impression of this website is. Before we get into the rebuild or fix, what are you thinking about the website? Is that website good, bad, pass?
Yes.
Smash?
And if you are going to say you only saw it for a moment, that's the point. That's the point. If you're searching for this person's keywords and you landed on the website and you didn't know what it was in those first 3 seconds, then our point is made, chat.
So far, nobody's given us an opinion what they think the website is actually about, which is making me believe that maybe nobody really understood what the website is about. So let's dive into a little bit more.
Cool.
So if you
cool.
could take us from top to bottom, Jess, and we'll decide if this
Indeed.
website needs to be fixed or rebuilt. You put different music on this morning. It was very chill.
did. I went through them all. Oh, my sister's here.
Hey.
Hi, Polly.
Come to learn about backlinks.
We're not doing backlinking today, but we are talking about some cool stuff that I think could be relevant to her. So
Some nice shots in there.
There indeed is. It's quite a long homepage though. I sort of blooming heck. Some expensive clothes here too. Very expensive. But yeah, so that's the website. Let us know in the chat if you would fix this website. So you think it just needs a few little tweaks, or if you think it needs to be rebuilt from the ground up. And if Dale, you could be so kind as to pop the reverse timer, the count up.
You are welcome.
At Exposure Nature, we don't count down, we only count up. It's to do with being positive.
We're always going
having
upwards,
good vibes.
like a rocket.
We are.
Like all of our graphs go like this, upwards. Traffic graph,
That's exactly
upwards.
It.
Conversions graph, upwards. Time, upwards.
Wagfluence wants to know how you can submit your website for this. So there is a link in the description that you can submit your website for this stream, although we might not get to it today, but we might get to it in our other website review stream. So we have another one on next Wednesday where we do a longer, more in-depth website review stream. So if you wanted to submit it for that, you are more than welcome to. So yeah, we have quite a lot of people in the chat with a few different things. Sorry, Dale, did you want to say something? I went off on a tangent.
No, it's absolutely fine. So I was just going to jump in and say we have a fix from Gabrielle. We have a fix from Phil. We have a fix from Daniel. Polly is dropping a fix in the chat too. Juan with a fix. Wagfluence with a fix. And we have Heinrich with a fix as well. So the general consensus is fix. Jess, professional digital marketer. What's your opinion?
Totally agree. We have so many good things in place here, and it really is just a few little things that I think I would want to change on this website, just to make it a little bit more user-friendly and to really make use of those fantastic product shots that we have that unfortunately have been lost all the way down the page, which is a real shame. And what is also a shame is the top 2 photos on this website are actually quite low quality, whereas the further you get down the page, the better the photos are. And so, like, I think this is an absolutely fab photo. I love this, but it's a shame that there's not more high quality photos higher up the page, because you do have to scroll quite far to see any of the products or to see any of these good vibes. So somebody might pop on the website, see this low quality picture and think, oh, maybe the products are going to be low quality, because you have to go miles to see them. One thing that I do really like about this page is the H1 tag, the header tag, straight away says vintage fashion, antiques and collectibles. Straight away, we know exactly what you are selling, which is fantastic. That is exactly what we want to see. I also just saw somebody in the chat say, where on YouTube can I find this live? If you go to Exposure Ninja Live on YouTube, you can find us there rather than our normal YouTube channel. And that reminds me, if anybody is coming through from social media or email, this is our brand new YouTube channel, which is still growing. It's completely dedicated to our lives. So double check that subscriber button down below. And sometimes YouTube does unsubscribe people. So double check that you are definitely subscribed, and put on notification bells too, so that you get all the notifications when we're live, so you don't miss anything, because that's very, very important. Anyway, back to the website. So something else that I saw as well that's really nice is right at the top we have a benefits bar, but unfortunately it's not quite being used as well as it could be. So some of the things that would be really nice to see in there, obviously we've got the automatic combined shipping, although for me, I'm like, what does that mean? And maybe that's a really common thing, like in the vintage space, but I like to buy secondhand clothes, vintage stuff, and I would not know what that means. So if your ideal customer is just like a general person, you know, you need to be using terms that they will definitely understand. And one way that you can find out if people do actually understand the stuff on your website is just ask them. If you've had past customers, or you have people that you know who are sort of your target audience, ask them what they think of your website. And the last thing that I'd like to say about this before we move on to the next website is it was really, really nice to see that you've got a rating on here. But of course, yeah, again, you do have to scroll quite far to actually get to that. So I would make this menu smaller, maybe put the logo over to the side. Oh, hi, hand up. Yes, Dale.
Teacher, can I look at one of the pages, please, for the products?
Yes.
Thank you.
Let's go into lamps.
So I noticed that those are Etsy reviews, which means that somebody, well, presumably this person has got their break on Etsy and has created an e-commerce store to sell the products away from there, because of Etsy fees, it's better to have your own website, presumably. I'm kind of wondering how Etsy ratings tie into this, like if how that works exactly. Very curious, because Etsy ratings is not something I've actually seen before.
Yeah.
Interesting. What are you thinking about this product page? Fix it, rebuild it, just what you see above the fold?
I might rebuild it, actually. I don't know why. I just feel like there's so much picture. And I know we always talk about pictures, right? But at the moment, I'm having to sort of scroll to see the close-up shots, and there's quite a lot of them. And it just kind of keeps going. Whereas I think it would be better.
I kind of love it.
Do you like it? Interesting. Because you do prefer it to the sort of carousel vibe that we see on a lot of pages.
Yeah, exactly. So with the carousel, people have to take action. They have to click on it. You have to make somebody look through all the pictures, and they might not make it all the way through to the end. However, once you start scrolling down, two things I really love. First of all, you get the peep of that second, third, fourth image coming from the bottom. So you're like, okay, I can tell there's definitely more coming. But the information on the right-hand side is always there. Always there. So you never lose it. So typically with product pages, you scroll down and you lose all that information. So the bullet points that you've done about how the product is made, where it's being shipped from, your USPs, they all go missing. In this case, that's not the case. So you could do exactly the same thing and just have all that information just not going anywhere and always present, and could be quite good for conversion rates. So if you go through to the Exposure Ninja website, go to exposureninja.com/blog and read any of Jess's fantastic articles, you'll see that when you scroll down, because Jess is the absolute boss, you'll see that on the right-hand side, the sidebar stays with you. There's a little widget that we just have that scrolls down with you promoting our mailing list, which you should 100% go and sign up for if you haven't already, because it has some of the best content available, written by Tim Cameron Kitchen, founder of Exposure Ninja and CEO, and just all-around lovely person. Go over there now and please subscribe, please.
Actually, go over there after the stream. Stay here.
After the stream, because you're killing our retention rate. Yeah.
I think we need to add a button, Dale, that says Jess was wrong, that has all blaring lights, because it happens quite frequently. And I think we do actually need a button that just flashes up on the screen. Yeah, that says Jess was wrong, everyone. Which is fine. I don't mind being wrong on these streams because it's always a teachable moment, and we do love that. So I'm totally fine.
Where have I heard that before?
A teachable moment.
Teachable moment.
I don't know. Maybe I've said it before.
It's wrestling. That's what it is.
There we go.
There's a wrestler who's doing like a university gimmick at the moment, and one of his things is it's a teachable moment.
Got you. I'm going to get Jess?
Anyway, right, we're going to get the next website ready, Jess.
Indeed.
Cool. Let me know when it's ready. I'll pop up on screen.
Wrong button.
Towards this property, you do not have to be sorry to be late at all. It's lovely to see you.
Not at all.
Chrissy, I agree. Product page is decent. Now, first impressions chat. Do we like or dislike this website? Do we know what it's selling? I'm going to remove it from the screen in 3, 2, 1. Okay, somebody tell me what that website was about. What they're selling, what they're pitching.
People.
Jess, do you have an idea? Presumably, yes, because you've checked out these websites before we got started.
I did, but I do have a few questions about it.
Okay. So. Paul Monday is saying hats. I'm going to put some fireworks on. Hang on a second.
Don't do this.
Got paparazzi.
Oh, keep in mind accessibility, Dale. Just
yes, absolutely.
People watching might be sensitive to it flashing lights.
Oh, now it's stuck. Sorry. Okay.
It's okay. It's not too bad, but I just worried for a moment there.
So Lorraine saying hats. Daniel Croft saying hats as well. Quitscan says shirts. Chrissy saying loud shirts. Let's have a look. What are they selling? They are selling shirts.
They are selling shirts, indeed. So let's have a quick scroll through, and then
Top to
we will
bottom.
give you 20 seconds to let us know if you would fix or rebuild this website.
One selling shirts. Shirts. I mean, I think by this point we know it's shirts. Oh, that one on the left. I gotta stop
really
myself.
like all of these shirts, actually.
Is it Caribeño? The one on the far left? It's calling to me.
Is that?
There's a young Dale who's like 18 and going to the
Love
pub for the
this.
first time wearing his shirt with t-shirt combo, who is thinking,
Love
you know
that.
what, that would be decent. Cool. I'm going to bring 20 seconds onto the clock. Everybody in the chat, tell me, does this website need fixing or rebuilding? Fix it or rebuilding. Not forgetting that if you're in our chat and active, you'll be entered into a prize draw for a book, How to Get to the Top of Google, like that one. So 20 seconds on the clock. Here we go.
You can say anything in the chat, but of course, we're giving you the opportunity to say fix or rebuild. Don't say anything rude as well. You can say Jess was wrong. That's the one rude thing you're allowed to say. Your husband would love those shirts, Lorraine. Do you know what? I was in TK Maxx the other day, and they have so many good loud shirts in the men's section at the moment. I had to behave and not buy any because they were fantastic. So yeah,
I just realized the timer restarted. Sorry.
That's fine. It was just reminding everybody that we're always going up, you know.
Absolutely. I've sent you a possible suggestion for a renamed title for this stream, Jess. You'll have to let me know how you feel about that. Okay, Jess, this website, does it need fixing or rebuilding?
Can't call it that. So
why not?
We can't smash or pass websites. That is out of our remit. Fix or rebuild.
It seems popular. I suppose when I was at the gym last night, I was watching somebody do smash or pass for wrestling championship belts. He did like 200. Like it's just the trend now. And our being a YouTube channel, we have to do it next. Cool. So we have some fixes from Daniels. We have Juan dropping a fix in there too. Phil with a fix. Grape Digital, lovely to see you. A fix as well. Lorraine, I agree. I would definitely snap those up too. Lorraine, you also said fix. And Chrissy says it needs a bit of tweaking. Fix. Jess, professional digital marketer extraordinaire. Explain. Fix or rebuild?
Fix. There seems to be a theme today called I made a pretty website, but nobody knows what I sell.
Jess, where are you? Oh, there you are. Okay.
This immature behaviour today. Honestly. The sun's out and we're a bit hyperactive, I think. But yeah, it's yet again a case of what do you sell? In this top picture, there's this fantastic shirt, but there's actually 2 hats there that draw way more attention because you've got this hat in the background, this Dominican Republic hat, and then this hat as well. And that is just what takes your eye. And I can see why you use this picture because it's like a good picture, but not a good first picture on the website picture. If you get me. Like I can tell you're trying to tell the story, you're trying to show the shirt in situ. But unfortunately, it just doesn't tell the story. And as we've said with previous websites, what's the next step you want us to take? Do you want us to check out best-selling shirts? Do you want us to find our style? Do you have a quiz that shows people their best, loudest shirt? I saw when I scrolled down, there was something about who had made the shirts. You buy a shirt, get the hat for free. But there was something about the influence of the design of the shirts. Yeah, there's been special inspiration by the Caribbean culture. So put that up here somewhere. I think that's a great USP, rather than them just being loud shirts that you can get, for instance, I use as an example, at TK Maxx. They're Caribbean-inspired shirts that are made maybe in the Dominican Republic. But unfortunately, the Dominican Republic hat in the background is unfortunately not selling that aspect to us. So there's definitely a bunch of different ways that you could sell more in this picture in terms of the history of the shirts and the inspiration, rather than standing in front of a stall that might throw people off. So, yeah.
I mean, there are a couple of things that immediately pop out to me. I know that they're an e-commerce for fashion. So with fashion websites, you tend to take a different approach to most websites. It's not like you're doing lead generation for a window fitting company where you could just have a form on the right hand side and you just take that approach. You have to do it a little bit differently. But there's more that can be said, as you've been explaining, in this area above the fold than what's being said now. Just singular headline saying one of your unique selling points, which is where it's coming from, where they've been made, who's designed them, maybe if they're a particular type of material. There's so much more that can be said. I know an image can say 1,000 words and all that jazz, but no, sometimes words do say more. So I would definitely do that. That USP bar at the top about free shipping over, it's so small I can't read it.
Yeah, $80.
Make that bigger for a starter.
Absolutely. And you can include in the benefits bar that it's Caribbean inspired. Like the benefits bar doesn't always have to be like clinical things about shipping and that kind of thing. One of the benefits of buying from your company is that it's got this inspiration, it's got this story, so you can allude to that in the benefits, but obviously don't write the whole story and don't have something that's like scrolling a whole story. But yeah, there's just so much more you can get out of the above the fold section. If you're here and it sounds like we're being super harsh, we tend to be a little bit more harsh and fix a rebuild. It is like 90% of the time because we see so much potential here and we want you to do better and we want you to be more successful. And don't be afraid to put, you could even put, I think there was 4 shirts at the bottom, you could even put like fantastic model shots of all 4 of those shirts to show the range at the top of here, and just make it just that little bit more exciting.
The focus is way more on the person here than it is on the actual shirt itself. Don't get me wrong, those eyebrows are fantastic. I mean, just
absolutely
incredible. But I can't buy the eyebrows as much as I might like to. Although I would look like Groucho Marx if I had those eyebrows with this face. It's just not pretty. But yeah. But yeah, it's not doing it for me. So for me, more than a fix, this is a rebuild because I want to start from scratch because I really want to think about how we sell the brand story. So where it's coming from, which means I'm going to spend a lot longer looking at the copywriting used on the website as well. So looking at it from a different design aspect point of view as well. I think this could be done better than it is. That's just looking very briefly, of course, at the homepage or other pages as well. Perhaps we'll just quickly look at a product page and then we'll get on to the next website. So really want to rattle through these.
And if you are one of the people that submitted your website today and you think that you would want to get a full 15-minute website marketing review from one of our marketing consultants, you can do at exposureninja.com/review, which is up here. And you'll get a 15-minute customized review that won't be broadcast on YouTube, although we do longer ones on a Wednesday. But if this isn't your website and you still want to submit your website for a website marketing review, do it. It's free.
You can even submit your competitors' websites and get some insights from theirs as well. What they could be doing better, what they're not doing great.
That is so clever. Do that too. Very exciting. Yeah, anyway, let's
just submit as many reviews as you want. It's fine. Submit it for friends, family. Absolutely, you're more than welcome. This product page is not great. Some of that information with the bullet points should be higher up. The secure information is good to have immediately underneath the add to cart. There's that extra bit of confidence earned from that. Could you add in some other payment options like Klarna and a few others? Klarna really dominating when it comes to brand market share, surely. Is it Afterpay is the other one?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there's way more that could be before that. I mean, the color choice, can you change that from multicolored to something else?
No, that was something I was going to say, because they're not shirt styles, they're shirt colors. So it could be that this is a template and you haven't quite figured out how to remove that. But stuff like that, I know it's such a tiny little thing, but it's just annoying. Yeah. And also people might be like, oh, you sold out. And then they'll be like, what's the difference between these? Is the Bohemio a like different fabric? Is it a different style? Is it just the color? So it just helps stop that confusion and stops those like barriers to purchase where they might, as much as it's good that you have a chat with us, like a live chat, you want to remove as many barriers to purchase as you can on the actual product page. So yeah, and also some really great like product stuff like coconut buttons and stuff that we've only just found out now that we're on the product page. And since you seem to be like there's some sort of like that ethical kind of vibe on the front page, and obviously there's a story and a like meaning behind the brand, I would have loved to see that on the front page. I'd love to hear about that, because that's really appealing if you're trying to reduce plastic and you see their coconut buttons. But I do have to say, the one random emoji did throw me off a bit, because that's the only thing I can see.
Either go all in or don't bother.
Yes, yeah, no,
Put
I
a
totally
ruler
agree.
next to relaxed fit or something like that. But yeah,
Yes.
one thing I would pull away from this website for other people who are watching who are running e-coms or involved in e-commerce in any way, the product photo quality is actually really decent, and there's a lot to learn from it, like how it looks when it's on the model rather than just like this. Yeah, it's great to be able to see like the fine details of the product, especially when the price is high. I mean, I don't know if this price is high for a shirt, because I haven't bought a shirt in 20 years. But yeah, the quality of the photos is decent. So yeah, it probably didn't take much more than somebody with their iPhone in the middle of the street just making a right choice when it comes to the angle from the sun and getting the right lighting. Yeah, that's something I applaud, at least on this website. Not so much the photo above the fold on the homepage, but anyway, let's move on to the next website, because we're half an hour in and we've only done a couple so far, so let's keep this racing through. There are quite a few people watching us right now. If you are new here, make sure you do hit hit subscribe. It costs you nothing, and if you don't enjoy what you see today, you can always subscribe for free later on. Be active in the chat too, because you'll be entering for a copy of our book, How to Get to the Top of Google, just there. And subscribe, book, like as well. Hit like, because that lets us know that this is your preferred format. So if there are more likes on this rather than our live website reviews, which are every other week, so next Wednesday will be live website reviews, just standard, less fun.
Less high speed, but more detailed. It can be nice to spend longer on the websites. Me and Dale are starting to train ourselves not to spend too long on the fix or rebuild websites, because we do get a bit drawn in.
Because we have so much to say, we have so much expertise behind us, and that's why we're an award-winning digital marketing agency. Indeed. Next website, right? 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. Okay, everyone in the chat, tell me, what is our website selling? Any idea? I'm sure many of you have a clue. I really do have to get some powder or something, because this is just embarrassing.
Honestly, just get some Makeup Revolution. They're cheap. You can get them in Superdrug, cruelty-free. Everyone's a winner. Yeah. Okay.
Have to jump on YouTube, learn how to put powder on, so I don't overdo it. Like I should be in the next series of RuPaul's Drag Race. Well, I would love to be on RuPaul's Drag Race.
You'd be so good on RuPaul. Oh, Dale, the next makeup influencer. I can see it come in. Next drag influencer. I'd like to see
that. Right, so we've got Danny with booze, Lorraine with wine. We have one with wine as well. Chrissy missed it. Okay.
Aww.
Chrissy, just for you. 1, 2, 3. It's gone. Cool.
And Dale has gone as well.
Yeah, I'm out of here. Gonna go find some wine. Some wine. Zach saying wine. Grape Digital saying wine as well. Phil saying wine. Chrissy, did you get your opportunity there? Fingers crossed. Hopefully you did. And if you do, I'll highlight it. Okay, right. So, yeah, Bogey's Bottled Goods. Interesting name. Bogey's very, very interesting term of choice.
Indeed.
Cool. Take us from top to bottom, Jess, and then we'll do 20 seconds on the clock. Tortoise Property Wine Club of some kind. Interesting.
I thought you were saying Tortoise Property Wine Club then.
Tortoise Property Wine Club. We all need a side hustle, something to do at the weekend. Why not?
I have to say, the prices are American. Yes. So I wonder if Bogey isn't a bad, it doesn't have negative connotations in the US.
Bogey is a nickname for Humphrey Bogart, who Jess is too young to know. Humphrey Bogart is just like a bit of a classic character actor.
I see.
People called him Bogey for sure, so it could be tied into that, for example. Cool. Okay, so we're going to stick 20 seconds on the clock, and then chat, you're going to tell us whether it needs to be fixed or rebuilt. So here is your timer, and then you can tell me. I need to clear up this back end of StreamYard. There are so many things in here now.
Yeah, I wish we could put them on our stream decks and label them up, but StreamYard hasn't got that yet.
StreamYard, if you're watching, work with Elgato and get your Stream Deck
Indeed.
stuff set up.
It's Zach's website, and they said my store. It's a golf term. There we go. Can you not tell me and Dale have never been to a golf pitch in our lives? Maybe
But
Dale has actually.
I have. Yeah, I'm terrible.
Oh.
Don't take me. I can't even do crazy golf. No. Right, let's get that 20-second timer off the clock. Super. Okay, so Chris is saying rebuild it. We have Gabrielle saying fix. Daniel saying fix. Lorraine saying fix. We have Tortoise Property with a rebuild, and Phil saying fix. Jess, in your professional digital marketing opinion, fix a rebuild?
It's a fix for me. I think it's got really good foundations of like a good e-commerce store. I really like the layout, but there's just a few things I would tweak, starting with our worst enemy, the scrolling banner.
Is it scrolling?
Hell no. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it has been scrolling at some point. So I don't know if I click back. Regardless, it's got text over images that's actually really difficult.
Really hard to read.
Yeah. Just because I think like lots of people didn't notice it was like bottled goods. So I think that could be made to stand out a bit more, because right now we're totally losing it. Obviously we can see the explore really well, but if you don't totally understand what you're exploring, then it doesn't have as much impact. But like I said, I like the layout. I really like that we've got staff favorites. That always makes me happy, especially with something like wine, because as a person that doesn't really drink wine, if I wanted to buy some for somebody and didn't know what to get, I would go to somewhere like the staff favorites or recommendations in order to find something for like a family member or a friend. So that is something that's really important to me. I also saw that there is a benefits bar, but don't be afraid to split those benefits up, because to start with, I was kind of like free delivery, 5% off, 15% off. So you can actually split that up and be like free delivery on one bit. And you can, honestly, don't be afraid to put free delivery over a certain amount and make it just over your average order value. Because then it encourages people to add that one last bottle or that one last thing that pushes them over. But yeah, great to see the benefits bar there, but just feel free to split those up a bit more. And it will just make it easier to read, basically, and easier to use. But yeah, there's a lot that I do really like here. It's just that heading, that naughty heading. I also do wonder, with the red wine, white wine, rosé, natural wine, if you could include 4 smaller images that all fit sort of above the fold, because at the moment you're only getting the red wine and the white wine. And I think it could be nice to have 4 different pictures here so that people know exactly where to go right away, because people might hop on your website and see and be looking for natural wine, which to me, I've never heard that term, so I think that could be quite niche, not really sure. But then they can see straight away that you offer that natural wine, or see straight away that you offer rosé, and they can click and go to exactly where they want to go right away without even having to scroll, which is pretty cool. Dale might disagree. We do like to have a little hint that there's more to see further down. Oh, look, you even sell whiskey too. See, I thought it was just wine. So that's another thing. Make sure that we could see that from the top potentially. Last thing I would say, we love some reviews. Reviews make us very, very happy. So if you have reviews, Google reviews, Trustpilot reviews, Etsy reviews that we found out that you can add to your website, then that's fantastic, because then it gives people another reason to buy from your store rather than clicking back and going onto another website. So yeah, that's all I really have to say about the homepage. Dale, do you have anything to add before we take a quick look at a product page?
So yeah, I'm just doing a bit of research. So normally we don't do a bit of this, like additional research. We just kind of rate the websites as we see them. But I'm just looking around to see what other wine websites might be doing in terms of like visuals, in terms of layout, stuff like that. I'm gonna say that your website is certainly better than most. There are a few that I'm looking at which are just way too busy. But knowing those brands, I'm not that surprised to see So they've designed it the way they have. I'm going to open up in a second. So
yeah, go for it. Because that's another thing as well. I'm so passionate about competitor research. Look at what other people are doing and take inspiration from it. Do it better is what we say. And also, don't be afraid if you love the ASOS website to try and take elements of that and combine it with your business, even if your business isn't quite the same. So if you just love that, like if you're selling shoes, for instance, and you really loved how on the ASOS website they say like this model is this size, you know, model pictured is this size, so that people can picture it on themselves or whether it would suit them or whatever, then you can steal that for your website, even if it's not necessarily the done thing, if you think it would offer a benefit to your viewers. Anyway, Dale, go ahead and talk about Naked Wines.
So Naked Wines, from what I remember, our subscription service, they have a huge like D2C model, like is incredibly successful. They do a lot of like direct mail, things like that. So you see like their vouchers in, if you get a subscription for Rave Coffee, for example, they'll include a voucher for Naked Wine, and you can try out wine with like 50% off or £25 off your first order, stuff like this. What I really like about the website is I know that they take conversion rate optimization really seriously, and they use some of the principles you might see from like lead generation in the subscription model as well. So when you go onto their website, you're immediately taken to a get started process of filling up your first box. So if your ambition is to get people to order not just 1 or 2 bottles of wine, you want to get 6 or 12, you should be trying to navigate them through that process of adding the 12 bottles to the box. So
Absolutely.
You can, I don't know if I have a good enough signal to be able to go through this process, or it's more going to ask me. But it's just really, really well designed website. It's going about it in a completely different kind of way to the way your website is, or most alcohol e-coms are designed. So it shows you one particular wine. 10 out of there. Sounds lovely. Primitivo. Okay, so yeah, immediately, rather than bombarding you with too many bottles of wine, I've got one at a time, some key elements that convince me that this is a good quality wine. So reviews, 96% of the people who bought it, 4,100 people, would say they would buy it again. It's top 3 rated. You can get these ratings from other websites. You don't necessarily have to get your own ratings, or you could definitely start and say, this is what we value it at. We think it's a 5-star classic and all that kind of stuff. But you got like a quote, a review from someone, or perhaps that's Thomas C. I'm guessing is something important. I don't know, but it's a completely different take on how you could do the website. Very quickly, just see if we can just get into the get started.
What I was going to say is, if you can't, Brewdog do something very similar that I could very easily show if you're having trouble with yours that I have ready.
No problem.
Just in case.
If I need to, I'll swap over. So yeah. This is basically a quiz which helps you figure out which wines you would prefer, or you can go safe, or you can go for experimental. So you could get people to sort of constantly buy, get deliveries from you, 6 bottles a month, 12 bottles a month through the subscription model, and just keep the process of signing up for it really simple like this. So let's get started.
And you even get £30 off. That's an extra reason why people are like, yeah. Of course.
So you buy a 5 bottle of wine from the supermarket, how much is likely to be spent on the juice inside the bottle? 31p.
I don't understand what that question is.
A bunch of questions to kind of understand how well you understand wine, and then they will tailor the recommendations around that. So skip the quiz. It goes through the bottle and stuff like that. So I think that's a really good model. I think a lot of websites, e-commerce, D2C, doesn't really matter what you're selling, could learn from that. Even like if you're a lead generation website, one question at a time is proven time and time again to have a better conversion rate than giving them a form with like 6 fields all in one go. Yeah. So yeah, highly recommend doing that no matter what you're selling. Virgin Wines, there's got good quality points to this. So you've got a USP bar across just underneath the menu, so it's unmissable. So, specialist online drinks, retailer of the year, outstanding levels of customer service, order now for delivery within 3 working days. Obviously not a great fan of sliders, but if your initial message, the most important thing you want people to see is that they've won this retailer of the year magic. Otherwise, I would just go with whatever you're trying to push at the moment. And then, really easy, just get to mixed cases, shop wines, or you got a voucher, or go straight to whatever. really simple. So you don't have to scroll down that far before you get to what it is that you want. Another example is, this is me Googling, Majestic. So this for me is a little bit too much, a little bit overboard. The way this is done is just text without any icons to give you an idea that this means delivery and this means whatever. Again, go with your big offers and what you're promoting this month. Don't make it a scroller so people can just scan this very quickly and they know what it's about and they just scroll down and get to the next stage. Okay, I just want to look at red, I just want to look at white. They don't have to be overly complicated. You don't necessarily have to show people what a bottle of red wine looks like because it's pretty evident. They're going to know. They can just read it, skip it, and just go straight to red wine. Then you can repeat your offers and then go to bestsellers as well. So there are all kinds of different formats you can take. So recommendations in here, wine club. So not only pitching people to buy a bottle of one particular wine or a box of, in this case, a mix 6, or you getting them to fill up their cart with 6 or 12 bottles. Pitch them something where they can, a subscription. So, you want to have the singular purchase model, but also subscription as well. Perhaps you do have that on your website. I didn't catch it when I was looking through. Another one, you probably know this one already. You're from New York, so I'm sure this person is probably quite familiar to you. The one thing I like about this is the simplicity of the website. So literally just what category do you want? Red, whites, new arrivals. This is a really, really good offer. Here are our top picks. This incredibly simple website, and I know it's highly functional. What I like about this main menu is that it's not overly complicated. So in your website, you've got just shop or whatever. So I'm going to just close this in a second. We'll go back over to the website. Here we go. So your website has a shop at the top there, and then you have to have a drop down. Don't do it that way. Do red wine, white wine, sparkling wine, spirits, and other drinks in the actual menu itself. You have so much space there that you could move the about and delivery information above that login area, so you can have a secondary menu. So for example, if I was to go to the Exposure Ninja website, which I'll do really quickly, it says it's the longest we spent. It's like a live website review stream.
It's just sometimes there is like so much to say that it is nice to be able to just go on a little bit of a tangent, but
absolutely. So we have a secondary menu here. So what we really want people to do is go look at our services, our case studies, training. You could do the same thing. Just direct people directly to red wine, white wine, spirits. Just get them through. I know it might not seem much, but that removing one click can increase your conversion rate. Not only your conversion rate, but also pages viewed per session as well. And you want people to see as many views as possible. So that's what I would recommend.
Perfect. Let me bring up the next website for us. Got 2 more.
If you have been enjoying this so far, don't forget to hit like down below if you're watching us on YouTube, but you can hit like on Facebook, on Twitter, anywhere you like, really, wherever you're watching us from. It's really appreciated.
And if you thought it was super useful and want to share it with anybody else, you can do it. The recording's saved and stays permanently on our YouTube channel, so you can. And of course, as Dale's popped up, if you join the chat, you can win a physical copy of our book, How to Get to the Top of Google. Or if you would like a ebook copy right now, you can go to the link in the description and download it there. But it is nice to have a nice, fresh, good copy, isn't it? I have to say.
Indeed.
You can scribble all over and whatnot. So we're going to do the same test, I think, with this website, which is very quickly have a very speedy look and tell us what they sell. Please, somebody tell me, please. Anyone.
3, 2, 1. Take it away, Jess. Take it off the screen.
Cool.
Let's just get it off.
Oh, sorry.
I'll do it.
No, it's gone. It's gone. I did it. It's fine. So, chat, what do you think that website was? What do you think they sold? I wouldn't know what they sold other than actually what was written in their tab. Like, that is the only thing that told me what it was. So glad that we could be of help to you. It's really nice. We love when the website owners are in chat. It's really very exciting for us.
The best,
yeah. love
I
how
would really look forward to working on a website like that. I think we've got.
yeah,
I mean, we've got experience
absolutely.
working with like a whiskey e-commerce company here in Scotland as well. We did some good work for too. So yeah,
Indeed.
cool.
I'm enjoying in the chat how nearly everybody has put a question mark after their answer.
French business, interesting. Business finance, an app. Who knows? Let's find out, Jess.
Yeah. So I think from what it said in the like I said in the tab, it's accounting services.
Okay, let's go from top to bottom and chat. If you want to tell me whether you think this website should be fixed or rebuilt. Okay,
Yeah.
so I'll stick 20 seconds on after just a second to the bottom.
And yeah, a firm of accountants, business advisors, and Xero specialists. So
Okay.
there we go. Or pictures.
Okay, symbols I don't understand what they are.
Nondescript pictures.
Okay. We'll save the critique for when we finish the 20 seconds.
We shall indeed.
But I think we're going to have a lot to say about this.
Yes.
Cool. 20 seconds coming up. Do tell us in the chat if this website needs to be fixed or rebuilt. We've got 8 minutes left.
People are already starting. We love to see it. They
so
know
am I.
what we're doing. They know how it
We are
goes.
the best chat. The best chat on YouTube. Bar none.
Absolutely.
There are no
We should name our
better
chat.
marketing chatter type peeps anywhere on YouTube. Until I start my own
Awesome.
channel, you can come and join me over there. Speaking
Yeah.
of which, sometime soon I'm going to start streaming on my Exposure Ninja YouTube channel. All will become clear soon.
I'm going to start posting my cursed TikToks that Dale says I can't post on the work TikTok. I'll post
Do
them on my shorts on my YouTube.
Love
my
it.
Exposure Ninja
Do it.
YouTube.
I think every
Okay.
Exposure Ninja should start doing posts on
Absolutely.
their accounts. That'll be amazing.
Absolutely.
Cool. So we have Daniel saying rebuild, Lorraine saying rebuild, Paul, who's one of our SEO team leader ninjas, who's joining us on Friday for our how to do keyword research.
I'm so excited.
Live stream. That's going to be great.
It is.
The presentation is super.
Oh,
Woohoo Bristol. But what is it, grape juice? Is it fix or rebuild? Tortoise Property rebuild, grape rebuild. We have Gabriel saying rebuild. Chrissy, I don't like what it looks like. Phil saying rebuild. If you own this website, do tell us in the chat because we want to address this. Somebody doesn't like what they're seeing. So, Jess,
Exactly.
professional digital marketing opinion. What is it? Fix or rebuild?
Let's rebuild it, please. Please,
Boom.
let's rebuild it. There's so much here that is just, I don't understand why.
My first question is this website designed for mobile? Because
I was just thinking
that menu design is a mobile design. But then I still don't understand what I'm being pitched.
No.
Above the fold, I mean.
So I do understand how it could be more on mobile, but yeah, it's I'm not sure about that one, Chief. I'm not. So the first thing that I want to say about this website is, this bar at the top, it looks like an ad, and I know that sounds really silly, but as soon as I see a rectangle at the top of a website that is a different color, to me it looks like FD Works is like advertising at the top of this website.
Yep.
And I know, these are the kind of things that you might not think about. You might be like, oh, that really makes it stand out. Unfortunately, no, it makes it look like an ad. The second thing that, of course, as we've said before, the above the fold section is just not being used to its full potential. So we've got a different approach to finance. Are you a bank? Are you accounting? Are you to do with crypto? Are you to do with business finance? There's so much. There's so much. Do you finance, when people buy a car? Do you do, there's so many possibilities. Then we have putting you in control of your numbers to realize the true potential of your business. So we are starting to get there. But again, we're having this whole thing of we're still being quite vague. And then the call to action is let's talk about your future. So what? What's your face for?
Gabriel being savage. Wouldn't a different approach to finance require a different approach to the website? Just a thought.
Oh my god, brutal.
I'm not gonna deny that, in my opinion, that is certainly the case. This website definitely needs to be rebuilt. I think that maybe we've gone a step too far with the copy, the different approach to finance. Yep, if you know what kind of finance we're talking about, like business finance, financial accounting, all that kind of stuff. I think I know that they're trying to position themselves a little bit differently, but I think they've gone so far over that I no longer understand what it is that's being pitched.
Yes.
I also don't agree with like some of the usage of icons and stuff here. They don't mean anything to me. The whole point with iconography or images is that when you're scanning through, you understand immediately what it means. And people are scanning, even for high cost services, products. People scan through still then, and they need to have immediate sense of what this website is about or what this particular section is about. And I'm not getting it from there. There are certainly, if you're a huge business and you're like McKinsey or someone, and you can have a super fancy website because people are coming to you anyway. Like, they know who you are. They're getting drawn into your business because of your brand success, how well people know you, your notoriety. I've never heard of FD Works, and coming onto this website, I don't need a design approach. I need a pitch, like a really solid,
completely,
copy and design pitch.
Yeah. One thing that I did want to say about this page as well is that I have a prediction. What, am I savage? I think I just sometimes say things. I can be a bit brutal. I'm sorry if I ever hurt anybody's feelings. It's not my intent. I really do just.
I think it's what people would prefer. I mean, correct us if we're wrong, chat. If you think that we're going a step too far, but also we have best intentions.
Absolutely. And one thing that's really important to remember is when I'm looking at these websites, I literally don't know who you are. Like, I don't know anything about you. I don't know anything. It's not personal. I'm literally just judging it as if I was somebody coming to this business. I do have a prediction about this website, and I think it's a SaaS template, because these 3 boxes look like they should be options, like package options. And so it made me wonder if it's like a SaaS template that maybe they're just trying to fit to be a, like, thanks, we're glad that you like it. Oh, I'll do the little hearts. There you go, you can get tiny ones. So I think you're trying to do it, you just do this. It's like clicking your fingers, you get the tiny hearts. Or this one. There's so many.
Digital marketing insights.
Digital marketing.
Here's how to do a heart.
All the different ways. That's how the Gen Zs do it.
Back on
anyway,
Come on.
So that's what I think might have happened, is I think it might be like a SaaS template. And the other thing that I would like to say as well is that there are so many like automated softwares that do finance for you, right? And can do all this stuff for you. That is like accounting software. If you are real people who are like a family-owned business, or there's real people behind your business, show us those people, because I would find that much more appealing than maybe this weird glasses face up here that's all dots. But like, to me, I want to know who the accountant is that I'm speaking to, and like know who's like going to be helping me with my business finance. And I think that is really like so appealing in a world of like, like I said, there's so many financing softwares like QuickBooks or things like that, that having that personal element and actually having people who you can speak to and get help from, and speak to a real person who is actually in charge of your account rather than just somebody on the customer service team, is like super, super appealing. So that's the other thing that I would change. Anything you would like to add, Dale, before we wrap up and do the giveaway?
No. We are good. I mean, I agree. It's a tricky one to do because if you load at the Barclays website, you're not going to see the face of the accountant, or you might not see the faces of the people actually doing the banking and the investment arm of Barclays. But when it's B2C, which I mean, when you try to basically connect with a smaller business, presumably you need to think about how you can connect on a person-to-person kind of way through your visuals. So show not yourself or the team, but show other business people having a great time. Like, show business people across the table from your team, or yeah, there's a lot of like stuff with like advertising rather than marketing about the visuals of how people are benefiting from your service rather than here's what you look like. So yeah, I'd probably approach it from that view. Do a combination of adding people into the mix, but also doing it well from like a landing page point of view where the copy's good. I'm trying. So at the same time, I'm thinking of like, is it QuickBooks or a couple of other companies? Who have, like,
I'm trying to remember what the other one's
websites.
called. There are a few accounting softwares,
But
QuickBooks is the one that came to mind first.
Yeah, I'm just going to quickly share this website, and then yeah, I'll do the draw. I still need to keep doing a poll. Would you all prefer that if we did like a longer stream? Because I know this can be sometimes like really quick. I know, like, having looked at other streams, they can be like 90 minutes, like an hour and a half, sometimes 2 hours. Let's just go. Here we go. Cool. Before you go, yeah, we don't want that. QuickBooks. I wanted the UK site, so let's see if I can get back over there. But yeah, here we go. So no, visit the US site. Please don't hit me anywhere. Cool. So yeah.
Can't figure out the
Zero
poll
as well
function,
from Zero from Brighton too. Yeah. You're seeing somebody in the business taking a benefit from the business, not the actual finance like people. So like somebody is trying to run their business selling flowers or whatever. See how they're focusing on doing their job and not actually on speaking with an accountant or a financial advisor or anything like that. So yeah, I would do some competitor research and look at how other websites in your industry are designed, but also away from your industry as well. Look at how other lead generation websites are working, because you don't have to just stay in your industry. You can borrow things from e-commerce. You can borrow stuff from B2B and apply to B2C, from D2C to B2B, mix and match. So yeah, I would definitely, in my opinion, do a complete rebuild of that website. Opinion seems to be that we should do longer streams.
I like that idea for sure. Somebody asked when's the next stream. So we have one on Friday, which is going to be all about keyword research, which will be on Friday. It's more of a webinar. And then our next website review stream will be on Wednesday, and we'll be doing longer reviews. Also, Dale, I already have the giveaway prepped if that's what you're looking for on your screen.
Nope,
or we might be showing something else. There we go.
Very quickly, just going to show you. So we have our live website reviews every other Wednesday, Fix or Rebuild, which is what today has been, every other Wednesday, and a regular presentation, kind of like a webinar style, on a Friday with our ninjas from our award-winning campaigns. They're going to tell you how we do things here, how we've won UK Search Award, how we've won UK Paid Media Awards, how we've won the Northern Digital Awards, all that kind of stuff is based on what they're going to share with you. So if you go over to exposureninja.com/webinar, you'll be able to see all the different formats that we do, and you'll be able to see the dates of all of our upcoming webinars, as well as watch previous webinars too. So you'll be able to come through and watch. The other day we did how to using YouTube. You can watch that. 53 ways to earn backlinks. You can watch that, and so on. So super. Let's do the giveaway. Get notified again.
Also,
there you go. You can also fill in that form.
Hey.
And
if you turn on notifications on YouTube as well, you'll get notified on your phone as well when there are webinars. Also, Yuan said, my website was a shirts one. Thanks for the advice. Send us some shirts. I'm kidding, but I'm partially kidding. But yeah, it was. We really enjoyed reviewing it. I think every website today has been a thorough joy to review, and there's so much potential. So yeah, let's draw the giveaway, and hopefully it will not be Exposure Ninja or a ninja in the chat or somebody who's won one before. I think maybe Phil has the high score for person with the most. Paul, have you had? I think
I just sent one to Paul last week.
I did wonder. Well, if you haven't had one, then let us know. But if you have one before, then we'll send one out to someone else. Oh well, we actually have quite a few of these books. I have to admit. Yeah, we both got one. Every time. Daniel Croft.
Super.
Awesome. I love
Cool,
when
Daniel.
it's irregular. So excited.
Absolutely. Daniel, email me, dale@explosionninja.com. If I haven't sent you a copy already, just send me your postal address and a confirmation phone number, and I'll get that book dispatched. Do not worry about that, as soon as possible. Thank you very much indeed for coming. It's been an absolute pleasure. I do enjoy these streams more than anything because so many fantastic people in the chat, but also because I get to share the screen with Jess. So, always
sweet.
a pleasure. Jess, are you ready to point to the middle of the screen and ready for the next video? Yeah, let's get this right. I'm going to go this way. Okay, no,
you're wrong.
Right, watch this video next.
Watch this video. It's really good.
Watch this one, okay? Have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you all on Friday at 1 p.m. BST. Take care of yourselves. Bye.
Bye.